Good morning, and welcome to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. Today is May 27th, and our reading is W.A.I.T. Why am I talking? Yeah, funny you should ask. That's a really good question. Why am I talking? Am I clamoring for, clinging to, or craving something? Am I looking for approval or attention or a pat on the back or something else? Sincerity doesn't mean really wanting something. It means being mindful of our intentions and what we are doing. We have a Are we living intentionally or are we living unconsciously? If we're just willy nilly doing whatever pops into our mind, we're likely to be all over the map. And that usually doesn't end very well. The serenity prayer is not, God, change the things I can't accept. Humility is that pause before opening our pie holes and running our foot through it. The do we really need to say this? Do we need to weigh in on everybody's whatever's just happened? Do we have to have a comment on everything? Or can we put ourselves in tune with the universe and accept the things we cannot change? That's everything we see, feel, taste, touch, hear, smell. Change the things we can. That's everything inside us, or the attempt to do that anyway. And the wisdom to know the difference. If we don't know the difference between inside and outside, we're going to need a bigger boat. One alert listener made an important addition to W-A-I-T. It's W-A-I-S-T. Why am I still talking? And boy, is that ever on point. The thing about seeking God's will, the thing about trusting God is you got to trust God, whatever God is. Now, God could be good, orderly direction. That's what we use in Buddhism. It could be grace over drama. That's wonderful. That's kind of aspirational. And we ask God, we invite God, a God of our complete misunderstanding. We couldn't pick him out of a lineup. We invite God into our life first thing in the morning, before we even get our feet out of on the floor, before we even get out of bed. We're asking God to please come into our life. And then as soon after that as we can, we pray. And there are a number of groups around who talk about inviting God into your life. You don't say, God, may you find him Thursday. You say, may you find him now. This is the only time we have now. The past, we can't change what we had for breakfast this morning, so the past doesn't exist. The future doesn't exist either. So the only time that we have is right this minute. And so we need to be present and open to God's direction. And again, it's we seek God not so that we can direct other people or smite them hip and thigh. We seek God so that we can direct our own actions. What are we supposed to do today? And let's stick with that. We've heard this also likened to IKEA. You just dump all the stuff out of the package and then get a hammer and saw and start gluing crap together. Or here's a novel approach. How about you read the directions, huh? So happy trails to you until we meet again.